What if prime Kamaru Usman fought prime Georges St-Pierre? Let's break it down. This would be the ultimate battle in welterweight history. A dream match between two of the most dominant champions the UFC has ever seen. Usman, the Nigerian nightmare. GSP, the Canadian legend. One ruled with relentless pressure and strength. The other with elite skill, timing, and fight IQ. It's not just a fight, it's a clash of eras. Let's start with Georges St-Pierre. At his peak, he was the blueprint for the modern MMA fighter. A master of timing, range control, and adaptability. He wasn't the most powerful, but he was surgical. He outclassed opponents like Matt Hughes, BJ Penn, and Carlos Condit. His jab was crisp, his wrestling was precise, and his ability to neutralize opponents was second to none. GSP didn't just win, he made elite fighters look ordinary. GSP retired with a record of 26 wins and just 2 losses. He held the UFC welterweight title twice and defended it 9 times. Still the most in the division's history. At 5'10" with a 76-inch reach, GSP was known for his athleticism and composure. He mixed striking and grappling better than almost anyone. Now, let's look at Kamaru Usman. When he was in his prime, Usman was a force of nature. He racked up one of the longest winning streaks in UFC history with 15 straight wins. He became welterweight champion in 2019 and defended the belt 5 times. His wrestling was suffocating. His strength in the clinch, devastating. But he wasn't just a wrestler. Under Trevor Whitman, he evolved into a dangerous striker, that power jab. The knockouts of Gilbert Burns and Jorge Masvidal. His ability to push pace and control range was elite. He wore people down and drowned them. Physically, Usman was a bit more imposing. At 6 feet tall, with a 76-inch reach, he brought explosive strength and durability. He fought with controlled aggression and rarely faded late in fights. So how do they match up? Let's start with the wrestling. Both fighters are excellent defensively. GSP had one of the best MMA double legs of all time, but Usman's takedown defense is nearly impenetrable. It's unlikely either would dominate in that area. The battle would likely stay standing or play out in the clinch. Striking-wise, GSP had the edge in technique and variety. He used kicks effectively. His jab set up everything. But Usman had more power. He fought more aggressively in the pocket. If the fight stays at distance, GSP could pick him apart. But if Usman closes that distance and pressures him, it's a different game. The key factor? Pace and damage. GSP was a master of control. He'd win rounds with movement, jabs, and takedowns. Usman, on the other hand, did damage. He pushed forward, made you work, and didn't let up. Over 5 rounds, who controls the tempo? Also, don't forget the mental side. GSP was always calculated, adjusting mid-fight. Usman, in his prime, was confident and fearless. He stared down adversity and kept going. Mentally, both were elite. In the end, it comes down to rhythm. If GSP keeps the fight at range and times his takedowns, he can outpoint Usman. But if Usman traps him against the cage, lands body shots, and drags him into a brawl, he can grind out the win. This fight goes the distance. No easy finish, no big mistakes, just 5 rounds of high-level chess. Who do you think takes it? This is UF Simulator. Which matchup should be next? Leave the comments.